This video is about determining the percentage by mass of copper-2 oxide in a solid sample by back titration. Suppose you are provided with a 1.80 gram solid sample, which is mainly copper-2 oxide. You have to determine the percentage by mass of copper-2 oxide in this sample. From this equation, we need to find the mass of copper-2 oxide present in order to get the required information. Unlike sodium oxide and potassium oxide, copper-2 oxide is an insoluble base which cannot form an aqueous solution with water. Besides, its reaction with an acid is slow. Therefore, we cannot use direct titration to determine the mass of copper-2 oxide present in the sample. We have to first dissolve 1.80 grams of the sample in 40 cubic centimeters of 1 molar sulfuric acid. The acid is in excess. The excess acid is then back titrated with a 1 molar sodium hydroxide solution. It is found that 39.80 cubic centimeters of the sodium hydroxide solution is required for complete neutralization. The question involves two reactions which can be represented by these two equations. Now, let's start the calculation. Firstly, calculate the amount of sulfuric acid added at the start. If you remember, the sample is dissolved in 40 cubic centimeters of 1 molar sulfuric acid at the beginning. So the number of moles of sulfuric acid added is 1 times 40 over 1,000, which is 0.0400 moles. Then calculate the amount of unreacted sulfuric acid from the titration result. We use 39.80 cubic centimeters of 1 molar sodium hydroxide solution to neutralize unreacted sulfuric acid. So the number of moles of standard sodium hydroxide solution used is 1 times 39.80 over 1,000, and you get 0.0398 moles. From equation 2, the mole ratio of sodium hydroxide to sulfuric acid is 2 to 1. So the number of moles of unreacted sulfuric acid is 0.0398 moles over 2, which is 0.0199 moles. Now we have enough data to calculate the amount of sulfuric acid reacted with copper-2 oxide. This can be done by subtracting the number of moles of unreacted sulfuric acid from the number of moles of sulfuric acid added at the start. That is 0.0400 minus 0.0199, and you get 0.0201 moles. After that, calculate the mass of copper-2 oxide in the sample. From equation 1, the mole ratio of copper-2 oxide to sulfuric acid is 1 to 1. So the number of moles of copper-2 oxide in the sample is 0.0201 moles. And the mass of copper-2 oxide present is 0.0201 times 79.5, which is 1.60 grams. Finally, calculate the percentage by mass of copper-2 oxide in the sample. Put the data in this table to the equation that is shown to you at the beginning of the video and do the calculation. The percentage by mass of copper-2 oxide in the sample is 88.9%.